Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm at Disney's Hollywood Studios. It is the first time I have been here since summer of 2019, which means I have not been to Galaxy's Edge. And I'm currently waiting to get in, and at 10 o'clock I'm going to get my queue so I can go on Rise of the Resistance. So I hope you enjoyed today's video as I go around the park, ride all the rides, and I'll give an update on some COVID stuff and everything else that I've been giving updates on when I went to Riviera Resort Hotel a couple months ago. So just to add on that, we'll explain some new stuff. So get ready to today's video, guys. Let's go. Hey guys, before we really start the video, the rest of the video is going to be a voiceover because my audio that I took during the day wasn't that great. So here we go. Yeah, so the first thing I wanted to do when I got into the park was head straight for Galaxy's Edge, because I knew a lot of people who were getting there this early in the morning were going to be trying to get on Millennium Falcon, as well as try to get their queues for Rise of Resistance and to ride Mickey's Runaway Railway. So I was really blown away with how Galaxy Edge looked. It kind of reminds me of Cars Land because you have a big backsplash and stuff, and you just feel like you're in that universe, which is really cool. Another thing I really liked is that they have X-Wings, other pod racers, other Star Wars spaceship, which are making sound and you can interact with, take some good photos, which is really cool. Yeah, so my first opinion on the Millennium Falcon Rod, I thought it was really cool. For me, the wait time was only about 15 to 20 minutes because I got there early in the morning as soon as the park opened, which is really cool because, I only waited a little bit and walked right on. I do like how they incorporated other characters into this ride, like Hondo, because from Star Wars The Clone Wars. I think it's really interesting that they're doing that because we're so stuck on the mainstream characters of Star Wars. It's good that they're, venturing out to others. The ride itself, it was pretty fun. I was put by myself because of COVID-19, so they're separating all parties, and each party gets their own little pod. For a pod where it usually holds 6 people, it was just me. So the cool thing is I got to do all the controls, everything on the ride, which is really cool. Another thing I really liked about the ride was how you actually got to fly the Millennium Falcon, which is with a little gear shifter there on the right if you're the pilot, which I thought was really cool. So I got to go up, down, sideways, this ways, go to hyperspace, which is really cool. Overall, I love the ride. I would recommend it to others, especially if there's a long wait time, because this is a new ride that they have, and I think it's really well worth it. For my people who have been on Rise of Resistance, go you. But for the people who haven't, you're missing out a lot, let's just say that. Wow, that ride was amazing. I understand now why you need a special queue code, a special time to go for this ride, because this ride would easily be, 200 plus minutes a day, hands down, no matter what time of the year it is, it doesn't matter. It will be 200 plus minutes a day. One of the cool things I liked about the ride was how, the cast members are, part of the experience of the ride. You have your Resistance cast members, and you have your First Order cast members. They're giving you a sturdy face because you're a rebel and stuff. And I just thought the ride was amazing overall. And this ride was able to show a lot of the new technology Disney has come up with over the couple years, and it really shows how well the Disney Imagineers have put so much thought and effort into this ride, because literally the whole ride I was blown away because it was just amazing. The effects, how the ride was in general, solid 10 out of 10 ride. And I'd make sure if you're trying to go on this ride when you visit Hollywood Studios, you need to have your phone in your hand at 10 a.m. on the Disney app, pressing that button to get that queue code. Because I had to wait about 2.5 to 3 hours to get on the ride from when I push my button at 10 a.m. So hopefully you get lucky and you get an early number rather than a later number. Yeah, so next on the list is Toy Story Land. So the only long wait time for the area was the Slinky's Dog roller coaster, which is pretty common because it's new. What I was surprised, Toy Story Mania was a low wait all day. It was under 20 minutes, 30 minutes the whole day. I was able to walk right on twice at different points during the day. And then the Alien Saucer ride was a pretty short wait as well. But, going back to Slinky's Roller Coaster, that is one of the newest rides there at Hollywood Studios since Toy Story Land opened up earlier, I think in 2019, because I was able actually to go on it back in summer of 2019. And the cool thing about that ride is that it is geared towards a younger audience who are, just experiencing their first roller coaster, which is really good. Now heading to the center of the park to one of other Disney's brand new rides, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Now this ride is taking over the Great Movie Ride, which used to be there, and you just go through, see some old movies and how they were made and stuff. But this ride really takes technology to the new level on a trackless system, just like Rise of Resistance and what's going to be implemented at Epcot in France for the Ratatouille ride. Now, in general, this ride, was fun. It was cool. It was based off the cartoons of Mickey and Minnie, and it was a really good ride for my first experience. But if it was your first time going on it, I would definitely wait and actually go on this ride. Other than that, I don't really see myself going on this ride that often. Probably the two most popular rides at Hollywood Studios is Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror. Now these rides were, a decent wait here and there, but one of the big takeaways I see from those two rides is that the room where they do the little intro for the ride, they're obviously not doing that because they don't want to pack a group of people in a room. So you're not getting to experience that at all. You're just going to walk right through those rooms and areas. And other than that, the rides are pretty simple. Like I said earlier, every ride there's social distancing and stuff. And I got to go front row of Rock and Roller Coaster, and that was so much fun. And Tower of Terror, I sat in the corner by myself, and that was really it. So. Well, guys, it's the end of the video. Let's just say it was a great day at Hollywood Studios. I got here at 9 o'clock in the morning, waiting to get in the park, and let's say I was able to ride every single ride, even though the wait times may have seemed a little long. That's one of the things I'd like to point and touch on, is that the wait times and lines weren't that bad. So the lines seem long, but they're actually not that bad because obviously they're trying to social distance. And that's the thing, so each spacer has 6 feet, and that's how much you have to keep away from the party in front of you and the back of you. And as well as what I found out through the app is when I did my own timing on wait times, the app was off about 10 to 15 minutes, and it was greater than what I expected. So when I was trying to go on the Mickey Runaway Railroads, it said 70 minutes. It really only took me 50 minutes to start in line to get on the ride, and that was it. Other than that, some expectations I'm expecting from Disney coming up soon is that, maybe they're going to open capacity a little more to people. And I did see that they were doing fast passes, which I heard they weren't doing fast passes originally. So that's one thing. But I do expect in the coming months, hopefully, they will allow more people at the parks, because I would say the parking lot in the park seemed dead, but there were still a lot of people. And that's another thing. I'm surprised there was a lot of people here on a Wednesday in September when a lot of people have work, school, kids, and all that stuff. There was a lot of people here. But the thing is, COVID is allowing people to take off work and stuff, and people may be thinking that, oh, it's a Wednesday, I'm gonna be able to go to Disney and not have an issue. Well, I think the maximum wait was 70 minutes for a ride, and the Millennium Falcon ride, that one got I think maybe up to 85 minutes today, but I'm sure as well positive that it wasn't an 85-minute wait. Basically that. Thank you for watching the video today, guys. I'm really excited to be starting this new journey and stuff, and hoping you guys watch my YouTube videos more. So stay tuned. I have a couple more videos possibly coming out in the next couple months, and I would love to have you guys watch them. So until next time, thank you guys, and have a great one.